Welcome back to some more Sakura Santa, which in part of one-handed gaming after for such a fucking long time. I mean, when was the last time I've recorded a video that was originally uploaded? Yeah, the part 4 that I had recorded was from 2017 in November, but oh my god, that is several years ago, and now we're here. Listen, I don't remember much in terms of plot other than the main character is celebrating Christmas like sad and alone, and, and his goal is meeting so far between the three characters or a harem. And the goal is, according to me, pulling up a guide, is doing some sort of harem choice. So if anything, like it's going to be really boring of a read through. So, but you know, I'm pretty sure most of the Sakura Santa read through is there is going to be a whatchamacallit. They're all age restricted, regardless. You know, it's not surprising, but you know, it is how it's going to be. So, let's continue. So far, within the the fifth choice. Yeah, I did the shrine one, which is the fox spirit. Izumi, the work at the cafe, the stay at home, which is the Santa one, and then, which is next one should be the go for a walk in the woods. So we will do that. It's a stereotype, I guess, but walking through the snowy woods is just like a winter wonderland. Never bother going for a walk in the woods. It can be dangerous alone. Also, I always love the background, honestly. I can't really... Is there like a button to like... No. I guess I have to figure this out later, but you know, there's usually a background. There's usually like a clear the dialogue thing so I can look at the background, but his room is, you know, pretty cozy, you know. His computer space. Well, he has a computer space. This is technically a living room, so... Oh well. I used to walk through places like this all the time, just before the snow melted away. Of course, it's the middle of the winter right now. Still, I'd rather keep moving out there. It's better than staying in here and doing nothing. Of course, while my feet are wandering, my mind does too. Getting pretty close to Akina's shrine now. Yeah, the shrine is Akina, the fox girl. Itsumi is I believe is Koji's childhood friend, and Stay at Home is like the blonde girl Santa of the sort. Hold on. Sakura Santa characters. Yeah, there's no name for Santa. It's just Santa, even though it's like they just call it the blonde hair, blue eyed Santa. Oh gosh. Gotta love stereotypes. Am I right? Getting pretty close to Akina's shrine now. What was that she was talking about? The forest changing size? I've just been trying to let everything slide, but it's too much to not start wondering. Though this walk is nice and relaxing, but wait, I heard something. Footsteps crunching in the snow. They're just they're from just behind that tree. Slowly, carefully, I creep around and nothing. I feel a bit silly for a moment. Yes, you are falling under a certain illusion of the sort, I guess. I don't know. Then, crunch, crunch, crunch. There's definitely something out there in the snow. It's behind that tree now. I check around it without trying to be so sneaky. Nope, still no one there. That's when I hear a giggle behind one of the trees. Unless Akina can teleport, so okay, you can come out now. This is goofy shit. I don't know why I decided to resume the read through after so long. I could have just leave it be and just let that read through just die off, but you know, if I'm doing this for one-handed gaming series as a part of a show, then that is how it's gonna be. Hello, Koji. She's clever, or at least enough to outfox me. Good to see you. Since when do these woods belong to you? Yeah, when is the woods even part of your property? Actually, they are under my purview. Oh, what a pun. I wasn't aware the Spirit Realm had a forestry department? Well, something like that. So why'd you come out here? Is it strange for someone to go for a walk? Yeah, well, never go on a walk alone, especially in the woods, because that's fucking dangerous shit. That's a little bit of a life advice in all honesty. Can't go wrong for coffee. It's not like it's a freezing winter day. Not at all. Walking is a wonderful idea. Yeah, touching grass is a wonderful idea. She must see my eyes gravitating downwards. Someone's thinking about what I'm wearing underneath this. It's the panties you bought me, of course. I'll show you anytime you want, Koji. All right. I forgot of that. I forgot about Koji and Kina going on the first date, and then they were going window shop. Not really window shopping, but they were like clothing shopping. Sorry, Koji. Right. My absent-minded glance fixes to her clothes for a moment. Eventually, I mention what I'm thinking. Aren't you cold in that kimono? Of course not. I'm warmed by my fluffy tail. Fucking hell. How does that work? My tail is the source of my power, naturally. But, oh, I can't even, like, go back to... Because usually scrolling... I'm so used to, like, doing the read-through of Umineko, where if I scroll up, then I can actually see the entirety of, like, past the dialogue, you know. Say so, naturally. And that is how it can keep me warm. You were thinking of something else? If I wasn't, I am now. The idea of that tail tucked between her legs. Isn't your tail sensitive, though? Yeah, well, yes. Why do you ask? I should just stop. Yeah, don't give him any fucking ideas. This fantasy is probably going down a dangerous path. I mean, I have a bit of a Tamamo, you know, fate version Tamamo bias, so this fantasy is probably going down a dangerous path. Nothing, don't worry about it. You're pretty dirty-minded, Koji, aren't we all? So says the fox lifting her kimono at the drop of a hat. That gets another giggle out of her. We'll be dirty together. That's an interesting way of putting it. Would you like to come back to the shrine? I can't have you freezing on my watch. It has been getting pretty cold while we've been standing around. I could make you some hot tea if you like. I'd really like that, actually. Then just come this way. I have plenty of ways to keep you warm. Shameless fox. Shameless it is. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. We're sitting on the steps of the shrine together. She has an elaborate tea set laid out. Hot tea is the best on a cold day. She hands me a steaming earthenware cup. Careful, it's hot. You don't want to burn yourself. What, you're having tea outdoors? That... You don't want to burn yourself. Thanks. Can't be that hot. I take a small sip. Instantly, I flinch back, nearly spilling some. I warned you, Koji. I know, I know. Wait, yeah, way to, way to be, brave. I'm just kind of impatient. You need to learn to wait, Koji. After all, good things do come. Yes, we're gonna learn from this visual novel there's simplistic advice in mind. She takes the tea from my hand, blowing gently over the cup a few times before handing it back. To those who wait. It feels like, wait, what? Good things do come to those who wait. It feels like you could spend your entire life waiting for good things, though. Where does it stop? You wait and listen until the opportunity comes. Then you act. Opportunities pass people by all the time because they don't notice. It's a matter of seizing them when you have the chance. Her expression, did I see this before or did her expression just change? She's so forlorn looking. Akina sits there, staring off into the distance as steam wafts from the teacup in her hands. Akina? Oh, where were we? Yes, Koji? I think your tea is ready now. Right, of course. She drinks deeply from her cup. Then, sighing contentedly, she sets it aside. Hot tea is the best. I try some of the still hot tea. This is actually really good. Thank you. Tea is featured in some rituals at the shrine, so I have had plenty of practice. The cup is empty before I know it. So thirsty. Sorry. She pours another cup for me. So, Koji. Oh. The fuck? That's... Did they drink the tea from her? She pours another cup for me. So, Koji. I don't actually know that much about you yet. I pick up the tea again with a brief sip. I don't know much about you either. Well, other than the date for the first time. I don't know. I mean, you both know each other's names. I don't know much about you either. Well, aside from the obvious, that I'm a pretty girl you're falling in love with. Oh, Koji, I knew we were always destined to be together. Cheeky fox. Guilty as charged. As for me, I'm not sure how much there is to say. I moved here to study. I'm good at school, but not making friends. Well, I guess in another words, you are let's see. If I pull up the definition. You're Koji is I'm gonna assume Koji is a fucking introvert, to say the least. So you made a wish. Yeah, I just didn't want to be alone for Christmas. I understand how you feel. I don't think there is anyone who wants to be alone. Anyways, what about you, Miss? First time I've seen the town in years. Do you really stay inside the shrine all the time? Not quite. Oh my goodness. Not staying at the shrine? I just have a lot of things that keep me busy. I have the priest here, however. I'm not alone. Her lips curve into a bright smile. So, no need to worry about little old me. She is so cute. Super cute. Her eyes seem to have their own inner radiance. Oh, you're blushing. Are you already enchanted, Koji? So of course not. Are my cheeks that red? I try to keep a straight face anyways. Well, it doesn't really work that way. Tease. Look who's talking. Say, Koji, you want my sacred charms? Charms? What? For good luck, of course. We sell a few charms as well. I guess you're pretty good luck. Sure. Well then, considering you asked so nicely, why are her hands going into her kimono? Oh my fucking god. I am going to assume that this is fucking intentional, just like the last parts when I looked it through. I don't know, the parts that I previously uploaded that were like the ones that I recorded like several years ago just makes me so cringy to me. Like, this is so awkward. With a roll of her shoulders, her impressive bust is exposed. Mostly in between her fingers, I see. Here you go, Koji. There's a charm pressed against the peak of each breast. I've seen added extra fortune to these charms just for you. There's just one catch though, which is you have to come and take them. You cheeky fox. You cheeky motherfucker. Oh my god. She's playing games with me. But given that I could wind up grabbing something else. Oh. I guess that's weird. The middle button on controls doesn't work, but if I had to press H, just for the thumbnail, then oh well. Given that I could wind up grabbing something else, I don't think I mind. Someone's thinking about something other than good fortune. You're so dirty, Koji. You say that like anyone but a saint could resist. So you admit it. Tisk tisk. Just you wait. I'll get your charms yet. Or soon. I don't know if the wording... My hands move slowly and deliberately closer. Her eyes seem to sparkle even more as she watches my movements. Then suddenly, I pounce to grab. What happened? My hands close on nothing but air. Tisk, you gotta be faster than that. Hurry up and seize the opportunity before it passes. My hand shoots out again. Effortlessly, she sways to the right. Her chest jiggles with the motion, side to side under her hands. Then she catches me staring. Did you forget about your lucky charms already? No, I'll get you. Try as I might, my hands whiff on nothing again and again. It's like she's moving impossibly fast. She never stops giggling either. Oh, you're fun to play with, Koji. I'm sure you'll get lucky if you keep trying. Not sure if she wants me to miss and grab her chest, or if she's just having fun riling me up. I can assume that this is pretty fucking intentional. Such a tease either way. You're getting better, Koji. She's faster than me every time, but maybe I can outwit her. Look out for the tea, Akina. Huh? Akina's attention wavers long enough for me to make my attempt. Oh, you. There. Halfway through. One arm drapes in front of her chest. You outfoxed the fox. She continues laughing, in spite of being almost naked. But you still have one left. Can you take it? I chase her for what seems like hours. Yeah, this is... Everything about Sakura Sans is nothing this typical slice of life rom-com. Because the thing, like, Japanese school life, the visual novel is supposed to be, like, educational, but, throwing in, like, some fan service here and there can be a bit annoying at times. I mean, it's fucking anime. What can you expect? It's whatever. I chase her for what seems like hours, but I don't manage to get the other one. Eventually, I can't continue. She slows down and we start to talk. Before I know it, the sky is dark. It's been going on for this long? Holy shit. They never stop for a fucking leg break. Somehow I lost. Don't feel bad. You still got to feel all this once. Were you just teasing me or did you want me to grab them? I'm not telling. A girl has to keep some secrets. In spite of talking about secrets, she's pretty overtly flirting with me. She's still pretty cute though. Hmm. Let's go on another date, Koji. I enjoy our time together. Is that so? Not exactly the most entertaining guy. Nah, you're actually quite fun. You jump at the chance to play. You're perfectly shameless. Perfectly shameless, huh? I won't lie, I was really trying for them. And I don't mean just the charms. Uh, she is debating him. I'll put it that. It's good that you aren't too shy. Me? Shy? I'm not some kind of awkward teenager. Well, you technically, considering you're a college kid, you still are. You are awkward. Even college kids, even high schoolers can be fucking awkward. You know that? Yeah, that's surprising, huh? Of course. Though, you're pretty confident for someone who can't make any friends. I don't know how that works either. I'm just not outgoing, I guess. I really like to study and learn, but for friends came naturally. We grew up together, but now I can't seem to manage it. Can't seem to manage it. Maybe I'm just not trying enough. I don't think you should worry about it. You should focus on what's in front of you now. I turned to face her full on. What's in front of me, huh? You think so? Yes, I spent a lot of time thinking about things like this. It's gotten late though. I didn't think we'd be playing for so long. Did you want my body that much? Oh, I didn't want to lose. That's for damn sure. Of course, since winning meant touching her. Let me walk you home. I have to return the favor after all. I'd like that, Akina. We both stand up. Then she slides up right beside me. Her arm hooks into mine, linking us together. Won't people watching think we're a couple? Her normally perky figure faltered, ears drooping. Is that such a bad thing? Well, no, it's just good. I like being close to you, Koji. Her body leans in until her chest nudges up against my arm. Are you sure you don't just like Are you sure you don't just like teasing me? Why not both, Koji? Oh my fucking god. Man, we are 23 minutes in. That segment's already done and over. In the end, Akina escorts me all the way to my apartment. The entire time she holds my arm tightly to her. Aren't you bothered by the cold? You're still wearing that kimono in this weather. I enjoy the cold, actually. Though it is warmer now that I'm wearing those panties. Oh, fucking hell. Wait, you enjoyed the cold. I assume you're cold-blooded. But they're so tiny. How much warmer could you possibly be? A gift from a friend always makes you feel warm. That's pretty cheesy. Doesn't matter how cold the winter is if you have friends. Friends are the warmth. I guess I see what you mean. Tiny panties still aren't the most warming. Oh, what the fuck? You will see this in anime rom-coms quite a lot. Most warming though. Oh? Do you want evidence of how warm they are? Then her hand is on mine, and she draws it slowly towards the hem of her kimono. But she stops at the last moment. Yep. Again, a tease. Damn. So you do want to feel exactly how hot I am, dirty Koji, cheeky fox. It's like, no. Always, you have, this is, Akina is just the type of person, or fox spirit, that just tempts Koji into, like, tricking him enough to, you know, show how, uh, tricking him to be perverted. I don't know. One of those moments. Akina just laughs and lets go. There's no need to be ashamed of it. I am a very attractive fox, after all. Maybe next time I'll grab your tail. Not my tail. That's too lewd. That's what she said. Anywhere but the tail. But it looks so fluffy and enticing. Koji is like, if fucking Koji, if he strokes his own beard as part of self-ego, then he would obviously stroke the tail. Holy fuck. Your tail is the most attractive part of you, Akina. I'm going to give that fox a taste of her own medicine. Yeah, karma's a bitch, ain't it? She squeaks and tucks her tail underneath her kimono for protection. No, not my tail. Her face flushes a deep red. Not yet, anyway. Then, Akina turns away, her ears twitching. Not yet, huh? So you do want me to touch your tail? No, stop that. You know, that's the funny part. Akina can tease Koji, but even she has a weakness, which is the tail. The tail slides around underneath the folds of her kimono. You're mean, Koji. You're the one teasing me all the time, you know. It's different. You aren't bothered by it, though. Then I guess I'll leave your tail alone and call it even. Thank you. Her tail slowly emerges from her kimono, still held carefully away from me. Anyway, Koji, how are you feeling now? Still lonely? Not at all. I just wanted to say thank you, Akina. Well, for what? For granting my wish. Oh, you don't need to thank me, Koji. I am enjoying the time, too. So, don't act like you're a burden on me. I wasn't trying to say that. You did say at the start you liked spending time with me. And because you were so nice to the priest. Her eyes shine with an inner glow. Someone as nice as you doesn't deserve to be alone, Koji. That's what I think. Thank you, Akina. This is getting a bit heavy, isn't it? She seizes my hand and shoves it against her breast. Oh, fuck. Huh? There's something hard. Oh, I see. The charm is still there. Yep. Want to grab it? Maybe another time. If she makes me play that game again, I'll die from exhaustion. No, I'll just pass this time. Suit yourself. But you only got half of the fortune you could have. Don't you want to be really lucky? With all that stress on that last word, I wonder what she really means. You are such a dirty fox. As always. Not as dirty as Koji. It's rude to say you're going to touch a girl's tail, you know? Well, I didn't, actually. Most girls don't have tails. Well, now you know. Her luminous eyes peer out the window for a moment. Oh, it's this late already. I'd better get back to the shrine. Can't wait to see you again, Koji. Yeah, I'd like that too. See you later. Bye, Akina. With that, she steps out of my home. It's only been a short while. But, do I have feelings for her already? Normally, I would stop it from here, but usually when in terms of visual novel read-throughs, I will keep it going like over past half hour, even over 40 minutes, even over 50 minutes until I usually stop around an hour. But usually, considering how long Umineko When They Cry visual novel is like the top three longest, I usually keep like visual novel parts around like over an hour, like 50 to an over an hour at most. So let's keep going. So, all right, let's cross this one out. So, if there's something I've learned from my encounter with Akina, I am at a severe disadvantage when it comes to playing perverted games with supernatural beings. But how could I even the odds? She didn't fall for my trick twice. So how does one win the shrine charm game? I don't know anyone who could help though. Santa doesn't know the first thing about lies or competition. In the game she plays, everyone wins. But I guess Santa is also magical. Maybe I can ask her to teach me how to use Christmas magic? But would that sort of thing work for a selfish person like me? Maybe Itsumi would know. Didn't she volunteer at a shrine briefly? Then again, a shrine maiden and shrine spirit are very different. So, if I involve both of them, what would happen? I have so many questions. I need more answers to satisfy me. Oh well. I mean, if Koji isn't a college kid, is this like the only room? I mean, I guess the couch would sort of work like a bed in a way, and it's right near a computer, so if she's supernatural, she must have some kind of weakness. But what kind of being is she? A demon? A fairy? A ghost? Maybe I could go and research that today. No, I don't have time for that, sadly. There's people waiting on me after all. So you can either go to Akina again, or you can do it like evenly with that. But, there's usually like, I think there's like 4 endings in terms of it. So, if anything, you can choose the same dialogue to where it goes to the same character to get that specific ending, or usually if you even things out, then there's usually like specific, you know, harem, or you can do like duo. I'm not sure if like in terms of how endings go, but you know, it is how it's going to be. But if anything, oh god damn it, uh, just save around here. All right, let's continue. So the next one, we go to the part-time job, which is the cafe, of course. Ugh, I guess it's time to work again. Although I'm not exactly looking forward to it. Still, it'd be nice to go see Itsumi again. This time, Itsumi is already dressed up. She looks ready for the day. Oh, Koji. Oh, she's not wearing the the usual bunny girl waitress type of thing. That's interesting. Well then. Oh, Koji. Good to see you again. Well, good to see you too, Itsumi. That's an interesting outfit you have there. A Santa outfit. A very flattering one at that. I don't have to say what you're thinking, do I? Well, not at all. You really aren't any different from back then. You were the biggest pervert in the school. Those were just misunderstandings. Yes, misunderstandings, quote unquote. That is what you call them. Anyway, today's going to be another busy day. But the customers won't be here for a while yet. She sits down at one of the tables. Is it really okay for you to do this? I mean, even if there are no customers yet. It's fine, Koji. I want to talk to you. I take a seat opposite to her. Oh my goodness, is this going to be like a conversation? I take a seat opposite to her. Her eyes stay on mine the entire time. It's funny that we've come together. We couldn't be separated back in the day, could we? Nope. We'd always go off on adventures together. Not just middle school either. My entire life up until that point had been spent with her. It's a surreal thought when I think about it. Bonds don't quite fade. You might regret what you might forget what someone looks like or not remember their name. But excuse me, but when you meet them again it all comes back to you. Yes, so much time spent. After we went to different schools, I never found another friend like you, Koji. Did you ever meet anyone? I met a few people. No one I remember after I left high school, though. I see. I'll admit, you aren't as bashful as you used to be. Well, we've all got to grow up eventually, right? I mean, can't. Having a change can be a good thing. Yes, but completely abandoning any sense of shame you have isn't very mature. Isn't very, really? I'm not exactly sure how to feel about this coming from her. She did admit to me that she's using those sexy outfits to bring in customers. Then again, if I were a girl, that's exactly what I would do too. I mean, I guess this is what we call fan service for the job. Guys fall easily for a nice pair of breasts, no matter who they are. Yes, I'd go as far as to say that breasts have conquered entire empires. You can stop thinking about dirty things now. Well, there's nothing wrong with thinking about, I mean, depending on the fucking scenario. She leans across the table then, flashing a glimpse down to her festively adorned cleavage. Really? Of course not. Of course, I'm the one looking down her dress. If you think about nothing but breasts, it would be a problem. Interesting advice. Maybe, only if I spent all my time thinking about breasts. I guess Itsumi's advice is you're gonna end up being a gooner or a coomer. Oh shit. There's nothing wrong with setting some time aside to thinking about them. Uh, that's debatable. Pervert. She leans back in her chair, taking a moment to adjust the front of her dress. Alright, I'll stop then. I honestly don't mind. It's strange how comfortable you are with these things, Itsumi. Well, I'm older too, you know. If we never came to terms with these things, we'd never be functioning adults. Well, that's true, more or less. I wonder what it's like for guys who keep getting embarrassed by these things, no matter how old they are. And that would be hell. Koji, I've missed you. I kind of forgot about our friendship after all these years, but now that you're here, her expression turns shy and sheepish for a moment. I've realized how much I miss talking with you about like this. Itsumi, I never really realized it either. Well, it's true. Just talking with Itsumi is enough to put me at ease. I can't help but think about all the time we've lost. If only I stayed there and went to high school. Neither of us would have had to be alone then. Well, hey, there's no point in dwelling on what ifs, right? I'm just happy that I got another chance to talk to you. I'm just happy that I got another chance to talk with you. Right. That's true. Still, I would have liked more time with just us talking like this. Feels like the time I could have spent with you was unfairly taken from me. Well, you had to leave because of your dad's work, right? Well, yes, he had to move to another town to keep his job. Hmm, what choice did I have? She lets out a deep sigh. It's just nice to think about how things could have worked out differently. I can hear the longing in her voice. Hey, I'm here now. I'm not going anywhere, Itsumi. We'll make up for lost time. I promise. Do you really promise? The Koji I know would never break his promises. Of course I promise. I promise to stay here and help too. When you're not so busy, we'll do heaps of fun things together, just like old times. Old times' sake. Alright, fun things. I remember some of your favorite fun things, quote unquote. Remember when you tried to get someone to buy you an adult magazine? Ouch. Yeah, I wanted to do the right thing, pay for one instead of stealing it. Of course, he didn't buy it for you, pervert. I was just curious. No need to label me anything. Well, if you aren't a pervert, why did you look at my chest then? Well, you did that on purpose. Am I supposed to ignore an open invitation? Well, it's not like I have a problem with you looking. Anyway, Koji, we still have plenty of work we need to do before the customers arrive. She gets off her seat. I can see that her dress has started to ride up her back. Hey, Itsumi, might want to pull the back of your dress down. She looks behind herself, seeing the exposed edge of her panties. Oh, God. Figures you notice something like that. What? Itsumi? Oh, it lagged there from him. Itsumi wasn't joking about today. I'm more stressed than I've ever been. It's even worse than yesterday. All I'm doing is collecting dirty dishes and washing them too. Yeah, the local busboy. How did she cope with this before? This is just insane. I'm sure she's built different then. I'm stacking plates as high as I can. But there's always more. There's always more glasses. There's always more everything. Yes, the entire time one person stands out among the horde of customers. Yes, sir. I'll have your iced coffee shortly. Please be patient. Oh, you want an iced chocolate for your daughter? No problem. Her cool personality lets her keep a level head no matter how vast the sea of customers. It's almost mesmerizing to see her soothe the crowd as she passes by. No matter how angry the customers are from not getting their orders in a timely fashion, she's able to calm them down with only a few words. Please be patient, sir. You will have your drinks shortly. Your food will be ready soon. When faced with that cool personality, the customers seem to become as calm as she is. How are you coping with the dishes, Koji? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm not fine. But I have to keep going. I said I would help out, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Well, you're doing well, Koji. Keep it up. Don't worry, I will. Itsumi already has another tray of drinks out. How does she do this? Well, she does have several years of experience. Still, she's amazing. She used to be really clumsy for as long as I knew her, but now she has an almost cat-like grace. Then I see the ground is slippery. Wait, Itsumi! Oh no, are we? It's too late. Oh, great. Another one of these fan service notions. She should have put the wet. Should have. If only there was a wet floor sign. She loses her balance instantly. The drinks on her tray spill. They completely coat the front of her chest. Oh, I guess there's another thumbnail notion. Thick, sticky fluids spray everywhere. Oh god, the way you worded that is even worse. All over her face, her arms, her breasts. Her eyes go wide, shocked. Er, she tries to wipe off her chest, but that only spreads it around more. Whatever was in those cups, it formed sticky, syrupy strands between her fingers. That's not good. Must be working too hard. That's when I noticed that the drinks are soaking through the front of her dress. She isn't wearing a bra underneath that outfit. I try to tear my eyes away, but there's just something bewitching about it. I'm sure every single guy in this cafe is thinking exactly the same thing. Breasts truly do conquer empires. I can almost hear them cheering as she passes by. Eric, I have to help her. As much as I enjoy the view, I should do something to help her. Yeah, don't just stand there. She, she doesn't seem embarrassed in the slightest. I'm sorry, sir. I'll go get your drinks again. It will only take a moment. She picks up her tray and carries on as if nothing happened. But her dress remains soaked and see-through. The sugar from the drinks is growing sticky on her skin too, making it look even more... Itsumi. Don't worry. They appear to be pleased by this. Yes, I'm going to worry. She pauses to look at me. She pauses to look to me. It's only a few spilled drinks, Koji. You know that's not what I'm talking about. I look down again, able to see the peaks of her mountains. Wow. Would you like me to show them to you? No. Oh, you don't like my boobs? It's not that I don't like them. Look, just get cleaned up and I'll take over in the meantime. Are you sure you want to do that? I look behind her at the roaring crowd. My instincts are screaming at me to run away. This crowd will eat me alive, I'm sure. For Itsumi's sake, I'll face it. Yes, I'll do it. Just go clean yourself up, okay? As you wish, Koji. I probably just signed my death warrant. But if it's for Itsumi, that's okay. Is it That's the thing, right? Is it only just the two working at the cafe? You don't have like an extra someone to like put a fucking wet floor sign? Cuz even then, like what the fuck? It's just some when in doubt when it comes to working at a job, it's always it's even safety tends to go first, you know. Fucking hell. After one terrible day, we finally leave work, late in the evening. It's dark when we step out of the cafe. You did well, Koji. Also, thank you for giving me the chance to clean up. Don't worry about it. I've barely had time to even catch my breath during all of this. I didn't have a problem with it though. How do I tell her? I just didn't like the idea of those guys perving her. It just didn't seem right. It may seem silly since I obviously share the same feelings. Still, I don't like them looking at my childhood friend that way. With Itsumi and me, we can make jokes about it. I see. That actually makes me happy, Koji. You do still care about me after all these years. Why wouldn't I care about you? I was worried you were just being polite. But it seems you really do care. She's uncertain too. I guess it's been a long time. Of course I care about you. Why wouldn't I, Itsumi? Feelings can change over time, you know. That's just how life is. She scuffs her shoes on the sidewalk. I'd like to walk with you for a bit, Koji, if that's okay. Of course it is. I'm really tired after today, but spending time with Itsumi makes me feel better. Well, lead the way then, Koji. uh, I mean, considering how, like, Koji is, like, actually, no. Considering how Itsumi is, like, the rarest to be, like, blunt and shameless at the same time, is, like, it's not surprising. Going through the dot 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 notions. Itsumi follows me back to my apartment after work. She's still talking about the incident from earlier. Was it really a problem? Increased popularity for the cafe would be, yes, it's a problem. You've got to have standards, Itsumi, says the pervert. Yes, yes, I'm hardly the best role model to hear this from, but just felt wrong, you know? What if, what you might have this crazy guy, trying to like grab you from behind. I see. A slight smile crosses her features. Thank you, Koji. No worries. The fact that you did that means you were thinking about me. I was afraid we would have just grown apart over the years. You don't just forget those things, though. I mean, years and years of experiences together. It would be a strange man who forgot all of it. Yes, that's the last thing I would expect of you. So, how do you do it? What do you mean by that? My question is, how do you cope with the Christmas crowds? Considering that you're working and all. Somehow you manage to pass through them as if they were already there. As if they were already. Somehow you manage to dance through them as if they were barely there. Just years of experience. The crowds grow bigger each year, but I'm more prepared for them each time. Besides, I was a lot more relaxed today. Well, why is that? Because I knew you were there to help. You might be less experienced than anyone else there, but that doesn't stop you at all. What you have is guts, Koji. A tireless spirit. Even if you complain a lot and you're clearly panicking, you keep going anyway. To work at that cafe, you need more than just skill. You need determination. Even after years of experience, I make mistakes. So, hold on to the determination to keep going in spite of that. Even so, it's okay to relax now and then. You can take a few minutes off if you need to clean up. I was only able to do that because you decided to cover for me, Koji. Normally, I would have just kept going. Oh, so the reason why you didn't stop was because, well, I feel like an idiot now. It was just a few drinks. Sure, some people got a show, but I wasn't really bothered. You almost made me feel guilty for a second. I thought you abandoned your guilt a long time ago. It's only about perverted things. A man just a man can't just throw aside his entire moral compass, but it's perfectly fine to do so when perverted things are involved. It may not be the most virtuous thing to do, but it's the best choice for me, that is, in a way. So your moral conviction is so weak that you will just throw them aside when they're convenient. I wouldn't say that. I am a perfectly moral, upstanding gentleman. Well, except perversion. She smirks at that. I know. After all, you chose to help me with the cafe. Well, I mean, considering that how Itsumi has this whole like I don't give a shit type of vibe, then I'm not surprised. After all, you chose to help me with the cafe. That's guts. Guts are important. Anyway, I'm tired after today, Koji. I hardly noticed. You get used to the work, eventually. But that was still a really long day. She walks up and pauses to gaze into my eyes, brushing a stray hair from my face. You need to make sure you look cleaned up and respectable, Koji. Management might get mad if you don't. I'll keep that in mind. Until next time. Goodbye. What a... This is a long-winded one. Then she walks out. But it's more like a cheerful skip. Just like that. Well, I've split my time between each of the girls. 2 days with Itsumi, 2 days with Akina, 2 days with Santa, obviously enough. Ain't that something? I mean, what do we got? So, yeah, I think that's how it works if you're trying to do a harem ending. It's like if you can split the choices, then there's usually going to be a possibility to have a harem. So, 2 days with Santa. Yeah. 2 days with Itsumi, 2 days with Akina, 2 days with Santa. I feel really tired, actually. Between all 3 of them, I haven't had a single moment to relax. Feels like a job to you. I don't know if it's soul-sucking, but, it seems like it's worth it at the end. Between all 3 of them, I haven't had a single moment to relax. So, today, I think I'll just go out and enjoy a moment for myself. Christmas Eve is going to be here very shortly. Having a day off to think about who I'm going to take out on a date will be important. After all, there's 3 cute girls all wanting to spend time with me. But I only have so much time to spend. I've gotten a good impression of their personalities and, well, their figures. So now I need to decide what I'm going to do from here. But I'll worry about that later. I think that I should do something different today. Yeah, that would be a good idea. What are some relaxing things I can do by myself? Let's see. Interesting one. Oh, wait. So, now... that is interesting. So, it's split between these parts. I guess we can, end it from here. So, next part. We will continue more of this, after a long, winded notion for Koji, we can choose which one to take a break on. So, let's see what to say from this after for so long. Well, hope you guys enjoy, the return of Sakura Santa. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Take care.